All right, now that we have cleansed our area so that we can provide the best positive space for these flowers to show healing abilities with us, can't go wrong in a clean energy space. Now it's burning just right because I'm done, right? Of course, it's burning fantastic because, all right, let me try to cut the volume up a little bit on here because my voice is not working. All right, are we ready? Let me share with you the flower with the power, and it is Calendula, pretty yellow. No, I have more. I'm going to make a couple of teas with this. Calendula is an amazing flower, and it has so many, so many Calendula, so many properties and energies to this. For one, this particular flower chakra deals with the solar plexus. And it has a masculine energy, which is crazy. And it has to have it for the strength of calling it masculine energy because it needs to be strong, it needs to be resilient. It has great properties, great properties um, for healing. And the great thing about calendula as well, not only is it one of the few um, flowers with a lot of different attributes, but again, the rare thing that is has a masculine energy. Most flowers are feminine. And not only that, for it to be masculine, it don't even have caffeine in it. Anyway, how we doing, my flowers? That calendula, we're gonna learn about it today, and I'm gonna tell you, get a tea with this. And I know I have a couple of good teas that Amazing Sunrise. That one that just gives you the aroma and the flavor. It has calendula, if I'm not mistaken. And there is another one, but off the top of my head, because I create so many teas with calendula because of the properties. Like I can use it with many things. I was trying to see if I had tags here in my um, tray that might have had it. I'm surprised this floral fusion don't have it. But anyway, today we're gonna be. I have to. I have to fix a bag that I tore. I carried it around in my little junky purse, and it tore the bag. So I had to save it, and I'm gonna fix that first. Guess what? I didn't even get no bags. I got my spoons and forks, and I was all set up. I got all the flowers we're gonna use today, and I'll go through those before I even get up to get some bags for the tea. So, along with calendula today, calendula, I am going to be using peony. It's a pretty red flower. It's a lot bigger bud than a rose. I'm gonna show y'all calendula. I got so much of it. And lemon. We're gonna put some lemons in this one because we're gonna make this more of a lemony for people who like more of a lemon tea. So we're gonna use the famous lemon. We're gonna use fig, Oh, I love fig. It sweetens up things and it has some great properties. If you get a chance, I always say look up everything in here. And then we're going to use Gompharina. Gompharina, which I think my very first video about my flowers and teas was Gompharina. So we're going to use this. It has a little sweetness. The fig has a little sweetness. Now, mind you, it don't matter about nothing else. The every flower has amazing properties to it. We're going to use the lemon. So we're going to make this a little lemony because this is the one that once I tried some. And the peony, which is a little sweet, but it also has it's not so sweet, but it has like how would I describe it when I had it? Um, More of a because it's from the rose family, but it's not as sweet. I don't want to say it's bitter. I want to say, and it's not sour. It's got a little sourness to it, but it's not sour like a lemon. To me, but everybody got different taste buds. And then again, our star flower, yay! Calendula. Calendula. All right. So, calendula is like a yellow flower. Let me get one out for you. And it, like I said, it's actually called Calendula officinalis. Okay. So, our star flower with the power is Calendula. Calendula. Okay. So we're going to be using Calendula. First, I'm going to grab a bag. I don't believe I didn't stick it. I put all my stuff over here, tags and everything, and didn't do no. Today I'm going to make some assorted teas, but I'm also going to have to make some bath teas, but that'll be after we talk about Calendula. I need to make a bath tea for somebody who has some skin irritation. And I have a couple of flowers for that, but not on this video. And hey, I'm gonna lock the thing, get it there. The Calendula, our star flower with the power. Calendula. Calendula. All right, so what are we gonna talk about today? I'm gonna grab my bags and so we can get started. Here we go. Yay, Calendula. Yay, Calendula. All right. So I get some beads. And I'm going to grab these bags as well. And leave them in my tray. Let's say yay for Calendula. All right. We might as well leave that open, right? All right. Let's first redo this bag so I can drink this tea. That's the first thing. And you see how my tea thing? One day I'm just going to take all the crumbs and make a tea bag. That would be interesting, right? Just take all the loose tea that's in here. Wonder what the flavor would be like. I don't know. I think in my world, in the flower world, that I would be fine. It probably would taste good to me. I'm a tea drinker. I don't drink soda. Plus, I know if I'm drinking any of these teas, something that's getting healed and fixed, little at a time, little at a time. So, no problem with. Oh, this tea got lavender in it. Must be amazing sunrise. Could be floral fusion too, because that one is popular. I'm gonna get those candles up on there for y'all. I'm off work. See, I redid it. It only took a minute to redo. All right. So let's prepare for this blend that we are gonna make today using our star flower with the power calendula. So we already talked about how these the bath tea bags. It's a whole bigger thing of water than a teacup. Um, we already talked about how this is it's very few masculine flowers, but this is one. And as I mentioned before, it needed to be because of all the things that it provides naturally. So I think it needs the masculine energy myself. So we got Calendula officinalis. That's what it's called. It is masculine. So this is the thing. I'm married to a Leo. And I say masculine, like the energy of a Leo. I'm going to leave that there. If you into numerology, which I'm going to start doing as well, because that might be what you're into, that particular calendula's numerology is 102. The numerology for calendula is 102. The spiritual meaning is being in, bringing in energy. Who don't need that? Especially good energy. So many negative people. We got to bring our good energy and try to fix them up. They be trying to take us down. So let's do something positive. It's going to bring in some good energy. Love. Calendula brings in love. Hmm? Need a little love. Get a tea with some calendula. You know, you can also just get all calendula. I like the mix because that way the bag is pretty. But you can have a pretty yellow bag as well. How this is yellow. Um, these whole flower buds in here. So whole flower buds. Whole flower bud. All right. So what else? Clairvoyance. So we said that brings in good energy, love, clairvoyance, and renewal. And I don't care what nobody's saying. Ooh, let's talk about being renewed. Well, I was talking about meditating. Meditation, renewal. To come out refreshed. Um, mm, it represents, Calendula represents earnestness, optimism, and devotion. These bags too smashed. I can't even get them off. Let's talk about some of the healing powers that it has, if put together correctly. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It antimicrobial and antiviral, and that's why I have to make some bath teas with some calendula in it as well. But antimicrobial, antiviral. It also can prevent, prevent and relax muscle spasms. It can ease symptoms of diarrhea, improve skin firmness and hydration, which is why I'm going to use it and make this tea. Um, here. Firmness, increase blood flow and oxygen to wounds, and helps with PMS, cramping in a tea. I do have, as I've mentioned before, I make PMS tea, and definitely Calendula is in there. Um, See what I mean about a lot of healing properties. So with Calendula, we gonna put, because that's yellow, the lemon yellow, and remember we always make a tea in order to make it look pretty in the bag as well. So they both yellow, then we got a red and a green and another red. All right, so since these roly-poly, Campharina, which we're adding to this tea, we are going to put it at the bottom. For You know what's crazy? Sometimes I feel bad for not just, but if I use the fork, because it'd be a bulb or something, and I need to get it out. I feel bad that I'm stabbing the flower. Sometimes I feel sad that I'm drinking it and burning it with hot water. But that's just the thing. I'm a Libra, and nature is my thing. I so appreciate it to the 15th power. So even though I know mainly it was made naturally for us. And that's why flowers, I think, replenish themselves by themselves. Like if you ain't nobody out in the floors watering the flowers, they know when they supposed to come out and play and when they not. That's what I'm gonna say. Come out and play. Or show up. Let's say they know when to show up and when not to show. So we putting in our Gampharina. And the next one we're going to put in is the reason we hit today, Calendula, the flower with the power. Lots of powers, full of masculine energy. I don't know, I put Calendula in a lot of stuff like I do with colorful chrysanthemums. But like I said, just depends on, is it just a good tea or are we creating it to help? And like I say, with any whole flower tea, you're getting the benefits. And so every little bit is going to be conducive to you. Calendula in the bag. Calendula, calendula in the bag. I think I'm going to put a couple of, that's not the sweetest one. So I took this loose. I got loose leaves, which I need to clean that out now and put some fresh flowers in there as well. I needed to get rid of them. They're just loose. Toto, look at all this star flower I just spilled in there. Like I said, I'm gonna have to take my I got three right here. Take my tray and pour it all into a tea bag. Pour it in a tea bag. All right, Calendula, you did that. All right, so you know how we have to. Oh, how we have to. Oh, that'll work. I'll need both. So remember I talked about last time, it ain't just about get the flour, put it in a bag. You have to know the measurements to make it work. That comes from learning. My husband is a master herbalist, so I definitely learned a lot from him. A lot. All right, so we went down Farina, which is purplish, to yellow, our Calendula. Well, that was my first one. I've been losing that before I even started labeling. I got too many. Calendula. So we purple, yellow. Let's go with our figs. And I was gonna I like that Calendula. I was gonna talk about when when you have to, how do I want to put it to pose the question? Give me a minute, because my mind is stuck on this recipe. So we're going with figs. Okay, so I was going to talk about how I was talking with someone and we were having the conversation of um, kind of like, how do you know what to work on? Let's put that. You know what though? When the figs dry out, they look a little crazy. They look like what you call it? That plant that eat people. I can't even think of the name of it. So we're gonna ask some fear. But we were talking about how you know when you need to change. Well, I think when I told her I gauged about what I was trying to have in my life at the time. What I was trying to have in my life, I knew I had to become what I wanted. And people don't understand that. So let me explain. How do you, and I'm just using this as an example, I'm not asking a question, it's rhetorical. How do you want somebody who has six figures, but you have two? How do you request that that's one of your things when you don't have it? So you're going to expect me to um, want to ride the roller coaster, but you're not getting on. So I say that to say this. sometimes if things aren't going in my favor, I can't tell nobody else what to do. I look at what do I have going on that I can't attract it to me. And so she was like, well, I don't have nothing wrong. I was like, well, do you have the one thing that you're asking for? And what is that one thing? And what should you, what kind of energy is going to bring that in? Because it's people be like, I just be me. I'm just be me. And I'm like, yeah, being you, yeah. I mean, you got to be honest with yourself too. Like, okay, you got a fancy car, fancy house, with fancy this, that, and the other, but do you have it truly? And you ain't got to answer. It's all about you. It's only about you. You truly have the life you want? Because for one, you got to create the life you want to have, or you going to create the life that you get. Um, and so there she said, well, I don't think I should have to change to be with nobody. It ain't even about, you don't even got them. So you're not changing for them. You fixing things within you that can help you attract the things. Because we never want to see um, ourselves. But as Michael Jackson say, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. I'm asking him to change his way. You have to change you first. And it ain't about changing for nobody else. It's changing for you. You're the one you said you want this, that, and the other. Well, in order to get this, that, and the other, you got to have this, that, and the other. Again, you can't want a six-figure person when you got a two figures. I ain't saying you ain't going to get it, but are you going to keep that? Next, we're going to add our peonies. I realized that this jar does not have a sticker. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. But we're going to drop a bulb of that in. One bulb of that in each. Because that'll get a little better. So let's talk about these properties again of our star flower with the power, Calendula. Masculine energy, like a Leo. Mm, mm, mm. The good thing about Calendula, the spiritual meaning, and I'm just going to repeat it, and I'm going to make sure I don't miss any of it. It is the spiritual meaning of the Calendula is bringing in the energies of love, clairvoyance, and renewal. And I mentioned one way to renew yourself on a regular basis, even if you're at work 5 minutes. Take that moment. Inhale, exhale. During COVID, I did online meditation, which was new. It was different. It was exciting, but my clients appreciated it, and it worked for them at that time. Because I think that was when we couldn't barely go out the house and get fresh air. But um, I would have liked to try a group meditation online. But I had individual clients because they was looking for certain things, I guess. Now these I think are going to be pretty in the bag. Remember, it's always about smell. All right. Ooh, that smells good. Wait till we add that lemon, though. I told you. I told you. Okay. So we have added so far our Super Flower Power Calendula, which we're talking about right now. It has anti-inflammatory properties as well. So right now with congestion and inflammation, swelling, we got our star flower. Then we also have gomphrena in this tea. We have peonies. We have figs. Let me fix my top. We have fig. This fig smells so good too. It's gonna be the kicker with this lemon. What would I tell you? And then we gonna add our lemon. Now y'all gonna help me decide. Are we going to name this tea? I think on the instructions I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna taste this and see. I gotta taste it and see. But even with the I also created a new tea, which I'm gonna show you how to make. It won't. It'll just be a video. Oh, if you can smell this tea bag, you would go as crazy as I am right now. But I'm gonna try this at bedtime. Then I'm gonna have to see if I'm going to need to add more lemon. That smells delicious. Yay for the lemon. All right. One whole lemon, half and half on each side. Um, mm, 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 mm. Wish you could smell it with me. Well, I want to thank y'all for being here today. Tell me what you think about Calendula. And I'm going to go over it one more time. It brings in energy for love, clairvoyance, renewal. Um, it represents earnestness and optimism. Optimism. I would love to have a conversation with you about optimism. Um, it has anti-inflammatory properties, antimicrobial and antiviral properties as well. It can prevent and relax muscle spasms, can ease symptoms of diarrhea, improve skin firmness and hydration, increases blood flow and oxygen to the wounds, and help with PMS cramps um, as a tea. So bath teas that I make, um, Calendula is definitely always going in there because it helps firm the skin and hydrate it. And with it being cold right now, that's a good look to get a bath tea and take a bath and get our skin hydrated. It wouldn't just be Calendula for the skin hydration in the bath tea. I would have to add other things to it in order to get the full effect. But Calendula is definitely a flower with the power for um, skin firmness and hydration. Um, it has I wouldn't say so sweet. It has like it smells like a lime to me. It don't quite taste like a lime, but it smells like a lime to me. The calendula, also I use it for teas that need energy and focus, skin irritants, irritated skin. Um, Definitely would be a part of it. I'm gonna say thank you for making tea with me and getting a tea with Tiffany today. We made a new tea blend using our star flower power of the week, which is Calendula. Hey, Calendula. And we added some fig for flavor. We added peony for a little sweetness. We added Gampharina to the rescue. And we also added some lemon, hydrated lemon. So, again, thank you for sharing and getting the tea with Tiffany today. Hope to see you next week. And don't forget, on January the 8th, we're going to have a special guest to talk with you about. Mm, it's a surprise. But we also going to showcase our flower with the power that day. But don't forget the 8th at 444. You do not want to miss this. It's going to be an amazing chat where you can come in. You can also ask questions. Please join us and have a great rest of your night. Yay for you and for our super flower with the power, Calendula. Thank you, Calendula. Thank you, Calendula. All right. Thank you, Calendula. And thank you. And don't forget, get your tea ordered or your ultimate relaxation bag down below. Have a good day. Bye bye.